Hello, children. How are you? I hope you all are fine. So, in this module, we are going to start with one more poem, Rain on the Roof, written by Coates Kinney. So, have you ever been in the rain? I think many times. And how you felt at that time? Might have enjoyed the droplets of the rain, okay, you might have enjoyed the pleasant smell, the fragrance of soil, and you might have enjoyed the greenery around you when you see the rain. So let's see what the poet feels when there is a rain on the roof. Fine. When the sky is covered with dark clouds and it starts raining, have you ever listened to the patter of soft rain on the roof? What is patter? Patter is the sound of the falling of the rain. You might have heard one poem in your nursery class, Peter Patter Rainfall. Okay? So, you might have heard this song that Peter patter rainfall, I am wet through, I am wet through. So, patter is the noise of the rain. What thoughts flashed through your mind as you heard this melody of nature? Which melody of nature? Pattering sound of rain. So, what thoughts flash in your mind when you heard this pattering sound of the rain? It might just remind you some incident, some unforgettable day when you enjoyed with your family, something like that. So here the poet is just sharing his experience, that how he feels when he heard the rain on the roof. Read the poem to find out what the poet dreamed of while listening to the rain. So before starting, let me tell you the introduction. The poem Rain on the Roof very beautifully brings out the poet's experience of raindrops falling on the roof of his cottage or chamber in the darkness of the night, and the memories and fancies that the patter of the drops evoke in his mind. So the entire poem just tells you that how he feels when he heard the noise of the pattering, or he heard the rain falling on the roof of his chamber or cottage. How that pattering sound of the drop just evokes so many thoughts and memories in his mind. The rhythmic pattern of the sound of the drops filled the mind of the poet with 1,000 recollections and 1,000 dreamy fancies. So that just take him to the past. Okay, so 1,000 memories, he relived those memories again. He is carried back to his childhood memory in which he visualizes his mother, now dead, looking lovingly at her darling children, including the poet. So this sound takes him, or he visualizes that how his mother used to take care of her children, including the poet. Now his mother is no more. Okay, so he just sees that how the mother feels very soothing and very relaxed when the mother see their children, her children sleeping on the bed. Okay, the poet also proves that nature's melody can be powerful enough to excite our memories and fancies in which we can just lost for some time. So he says that nature has such power that it can just takes you back in the past, okay, and you can live those moments for some time. So let's start with the poem. You might have remembered your poetic device, children. I'm just repeating once again. Okay, alliteration means when the words are repeated, or all tongue twisters are called alliteration. Simile means when there is a comparison between two objects using as or like. Metaphor when there is a comparison but we don't use as or like. Personification when any inanimate object is given the human quality. Refrain when the lines are repeated is called refrain. Okay, so let me start with the poem. When the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres, and the melancholy sad darkness gently sweeps in rainy tears. So, what the poet says, when the humid shadows hover. Humid shadows means rain bearing clouds, the clouds which takes rain or humid. You know water cycle very well, children. How the clouds become very dark and heavy. Why it becomes? Because they have the moisture, they have the humidity. Okay, and then that humidity just comes in the form of rain. So what he says that when the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres, so when the rain bearing clouds, humid shower means the rain bearing the clouds which has rain or the humidity. Hover means hanging in the air. Starry means stars shining in the sky. Melancholy means very sad or very sorrowful. So what the poet says that the rain bearing clouds hide all the stars of the sky, and the sad and the sorrowful darkness softly sheds its tears in the form of raindrops. So he says that clouds, the rain bearing clouds had just conceal, it had just hide all the shining stars at night. Okay, and the darkness is very sad and sorrowful, and the darkness just softly sheds its tears in the form of rain. The raindrops seem to be tears shed by someone who is sad. So who is sad here? Darkness is sad. Why it's a dark? Because it's a night time. So he says that the darkness is very sad, and that's why it just shed its tears in the form of rain drops. Okay, I think the 4 lines are very easy. You might have understood. Next 4 line. What a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. So he says that it is a great joy to lie on a cottage chamber bed, pressing the pillow under one's head and listen to the light, rapid and repeated sound of the raindrops softly falling on the overhead roof. So he says it's very bliss, it's very enticing, it's very great moment for him that he is in his chamber and his head he has pressed his head under the pillow or on the pillow, and he just says that he is just listening to the pattering sound of the raindrops. The rhythmic pattern of the raindrops falling is a joy to the ears and gives solace to the poet. So he says that when he heard that pattering sound of the raindrops, that gives immense joy to him. Okay, so he says that it is a great joy to lie on a cottage chamber bed, pressing the pillow under one's head. Okay, so he says that it's a great moment that he's in his chamber. He has just pressed his pillow under his head, and he just enjoy the rhythmic pattern of the rain. So the next stanza. Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart, and the thousand dreamy fancies into busy being start. Tinkle is a short light ringing sounds. Okay, it's a short ringing sound, light ringing sound. Shingles are the rectangular tiles used on roofs. Echo means to resound, and fancies, you all know, thoughts and ideas. So he says that every tinkle on the shingle means every this noise, this small noise, a little noise of the bell, okay, just like a bell, that a little noise of the rain on the shingles on the roof has an echo in the heart. It just brings a twinkling, a echo in his heart, and the thousand dreamy fancies into busy star. So he says that just brings, that arose thousand ideas in his mind. So every short little ringing sound of the raindrops falling on the tiles of the roof finds its reflection in the poet's heart. Innumerable dream-like thoughts and ideas are aroused in his heart. Okay, so he says that innumerable dreams and ideas just arose in his heart. The poet is taken into his dreamy past, which otherwise lay distant on busy days. So he says that he is totally away. He didn't get time to recollect those memories in the busy, in the very hectic schedule. Okay, but now when he had just heard this pattering sound, that has arose innumerable thoughts in his mind. Next four lines. And a thousand recollections weave their air threads into hoof as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. So, woof means the threads woven across the loom. Okay, so what he says is every trinkling sound of on the tiles of the roof of the poet's chamber has its close intimation in the poet's heart. Innumerable fancies and memories are aroused in his heart, the invisible threads of which are woven into texture as he listens to the patter of the rain upon the roof. So what he says, that and a thousand recollections weave their air threads into woof as I listen to the patter of the. He says that when he listened to the patter or the sound of the rain on the roof, a thousand memories, a thousand you may say thoughts came in his mind, and that just weave into the loom. Okay, so he said that just weave a thousand memories have just passed or come across in his mind when he listened to the rain on the roof. Now in memory comes my mother, as she used in years agone to regard the darling dreamers ere she left them till the dawn. Agone means in the past. Agone means in the past. Dawn is the early morning. Ere is before. So he says that the poet's mother, now that comes to his memory, he dreams of her looking lovingly and attentively at her children. Her means mother. Mother is looking at her children, including the poet. At that time, poet was very small, very young, who were so dear to her before, just bidding them farewell till the dawn. All these memories come to the poet, and he remembers the bygone years of his childhood. Bygone means the past years of his childhood spent with his mother and siblings. So what he visualizes, he just sees that how his mother feels very soothing, and how she was very happy when she used to see her children, including the poet, sleeping, okay, till the dawn. and that just reminds the poet that how he spent his childhood with his siblings. Next four line. Oh, I feel her fond look on me as I list to this refrain, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. What he says that the poet becomes emotional in his recollection of his dead mother. He physically feels her loving look on him when he listens to the melody of the raindrops falling upon the tiles of the roof of his cottage chamber. The repetitive rhythmic sound of the rain unites the poet with his mother and makes him feel her presence even today. So he says that, oh, I feel her fond looking on me. Still, the poet just feels that still her mother is just looking at him as I listen to this refrain, as he just listened to this refrain. Which refrain? Refrain is the sound of the rain, which is played upon the shingles. Shingle is the tile on the roof by the patter of the rain. So children, I hope that you might have understood the poem very well. In this poem is nothing, just a description is given that how the poet feels when he just listens to the pattering sound of the rain, and that just takes him in his past years, in his childhood, when how he spent his childhood with his sibling and especially his mother. This shows that really he was very emotional poet who loves his mother very much. Thank you, children.